Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studios, and it is Sack Saturday, which means I'm going to be showing you something from Spectrum Art Creations. And today, excuse me, it's really early in the morning in the Ozarks. Today is one of my last big hauls from Spectrum Art Creations. I'm going to hold off until she gets my Peter Rabbit collection in, or until I need something for a challenge. So this is what I have to show you this week. Let's see. Now, I've not even cracked this open. The box is still sealed. So let me slit the sides here and see what Bernie put in my box. Now, I do know there are things in here for the July challenges. One is nautical. And I've been so busy with the Writers' Conference, I've not even had a chance to look and see to remind myself of what the other challenge is. But I do know there was a nautical, and I especially went after the stuff for this because I've been collecting stuff for a Mariner Sea kind of journal. So, brown paper bag packing from Bernie that just hit the floor. So let's start with the big item. Whoops. And that is this Enchanted Ocean, which is a signature collection from Sarah Davies. And I have, like many of you, I have been watching Sarah Davies on HSN and QVC for years. And I have another collection from her, but I love the colors in this one. And not only do I have the ocean type stuff, but I also have stuff for the mermaid journal that I've been saving for. Let me get this off of here so we can do a flip through it. I told her to go ahead and the one that she'd cracked open to go ahead and put it in my box, so we're okay there. And I'm going to pounce that where that tape was at with my stamp pouncer. If you don't have a stamp pouncer, you can use a cotton ball or a puff and baby powder or cornstarch. And that will help soak up the adhesive. So I'm going to turn it this way so I can flip easier. Oops, that didn't work out well. But we have, look at the beautiful colors. Let's hints of lavender in there. And there's 3 of each sheet. And I tried to raise this up this morning and it wasn't working. Then there's this one with the pinks and the oranges. And there's the front of it. Love these darker blues with the coral. And this up here in the corner almost looks like you could pass it off as a winter design. The sea turtle. Then we have the peaches, coral tones, salmons. And there's more of the sea turtles. Then we get into the teals and the aquas. And each of these colors represents a different depth in the ocean, which I think is really cool. More of the lavenders and the purples. More sea turtles and an octopuses. The mermaid sitting down here on her shell. Look at the blues in that. And the bubbles. So I have lots to play with. I'm just not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I have one more day of the Writers' Conference, and then I'm going to work on the house and the studio for a couple of days before Bob gets home on Wednesday. So probably not going to do much with this until the last week, which is, you know, my norm. Which is my norm. The dolphins. The mermaids swimming around. Oops. So there is the Enchanted Ocean from Sarah Davies. And then the rest of this stuff is just little stuff, and I'm not even sure what all went in here. Oh, yes. I remember now. I remember. I did buy 1 stamp set, so this brings me to 162 or 662 stamp sets. But when you see this stamp set, you'll understand why I had to have it. It has books. Between the pages of a book is a wonderful place to be. It's time to write the next chapter. Smaller stack of books, an open book. We love ourselves in books. We find ourselves there too. From the library of, and then the pre-stamped library card. Now, I have a library card stamp. I don't know if this is going to match up. We'll have to see. But yeah, I had to have that one. Okay. Was that in frame? I'm not sure. Yeah, it was. Okay. And then we have lace. I know. Did I need more lace? No. But let me show you something before I get into that. Somewhere in here. Oh, it may not be in here. It may be over in the box. This is all the smaller laces, so it's not going to be in there. But I have this lace that I'm going to show you. I have it in pink, and I have it in white. But now, I have it in gold. I love this pattern. I'm going to lay this way up here. And I have it in black, and I bought 2 of the black. I'm going to lay this one out so you can see that pattern. Look at that pattern. Now, I did use some of this on a recent journal thing. So, from our, I think I used it in the All Things Altered item here. So, there's the black. Then we have the cream. I just love this Venetian lace. It is absolutely gorgeous. And it's great for lining the spines of books. So, then we have that one. And then, as I said, I had 2 of the black. And then I bought this gray. And I thought this gray and my pink would go lovely together. So not a big order this time, which I was fine with. But what happened was during one of the games, she had the option of the deal or no deal game that they could get the black. And I'm like, oh, I have that in pink and white. I want more. So we asked Bernie, do we have any more of that lace? Did they have more? He brought out all the colors they had, and I had to pick up one of each. So, remember, I told you last week there was a sale last Saturday, but after their de-stash sale on Thursday and Friday, they took Saturday off. Instead, Maddie did a craft along on Saturday evening. But I'm pretty sure we're back to the live sale today. All the links are in the description box below. Come join us. And if you've heard about sacks from my channel, please let Maddie know, because there's something in it for you and for me. So we got to let them know where they're getting their information from. And you know, anytime you hear about a place or a business or a product and you order it or you go to that store, let them know where you've heard about them, because that helps them know where their advertising and their marketing is hitting the mark. When Bob and I went to that church rummage sale earlier this spring, we heard about it in our, we get a magazine called the Missouri something or other, but it's part of our Missouri Cooperative. It's put out every month by our electric company. And you can advertise your events for free in that magazine. And I am surprised at how many places, even directly around me, do not advertise in there and try to bring in outside, new people. But we heard about the rummage sale in there. So when we got to the rummage sale, the first thing I did was let them know that we heard about the rummage sale. And mind you, this was almost a 2-hour drive to this rummage sale for us. But I let them know that this is where we heard about the rummage sale. So they know that getting their information about their rummage sales and their church events in that monthly magazine is hitting the mark. So whenever you go out somewhere and somebody says, you got to try this place, tell them where you heard about it from, because that lets them know that word is traveling anywhere from 3 blocks down the street to hundreds of miles away. So that's going to do it for me in the studio today. I have one more day of this writers conference. Tomorrow I've got to get my planners in order, and then Bob will be home Wednesday, so I'm doing the flight of the bumblebee and seeing what else I can get done in the house. I will try to have videos Monday and Tuesday. I know there will be a Tag Tuesday because I've got one to show you. Just haven't decided what I'm doing for all things altered yet. So there may or may not be a video on Monday, but there will be one on Tuesday. I hope to see you at the sale this afternoon. All the links are in the description box below. Remember, to share, subscribe, and tell me which color of this lace would you be using on your next project. Creative blessings.